Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Southern Iowa. By the title, you probably have known. But I found a grain trailer. So this one's kind of different for the farm here. This is first Wilson on the farm. Dad owns all Timptes. So Timptes. We really like the Timptes. Done really good on that. Just couldn't really find the Timpte that I guess, and I probably would have gone with the Timpte, but couldn't find one that just sparked my interest a lot. Within my price range, let's put that caveat on there. We found plenty of Timptes that sparked my interest, didn't we, Jake? Yeah. Anyways, this is a 2013 Wilson pace setter. So it's very similar to the other Timptes. We got an electric tarp. We are installing the battery cable here, which you'll see that here in a second. White-sided. I did think a black trailer, like a black colored trailer, would look nice on this truck, but all of our other trailers are white, so I was just like, I'm gonna stick with white trailers. Something that's different is that it has the roll doors or the strap doors or whatever for the traps. So back to manual traps. I really would have liked to have a hydraulic traps, and if I ever buy a new trailer, I will have the hydraulic traps on it. Has the ag hopper, so we have plenty of clearance. You can kind of see that the clearance is about the same in between the two trailers there. For the swing under augers, one owner trailer, so I'm now the second owner of this trailer. Tires are not all matching decent, but the frame's not rusty or anything like that. Pretty straight looking trailer. We're gonna haul some grain with it here. And the other thing that's different is that this truck actually has side sumps on it too. So these trays, which I haven't done it before, so let's just do it. We'll learn together here. It has these side draws like that, so that you can open it up like a gravity truck. So you can just like pull that open, and
it looks like it pulls down and then up.
Down and then I don't know.
Towards it and then.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you got side draws. There's like a buffer there, but I'm not gonna open this. So I don't know what you would be using that for, but you could, I guess, if you wanted to now. Use a side draw. That's the first trailer I've ever seen have those. Traps open really nicely versus like, which we don't know those, now we have hydraulics. The Timptes, they use like a cog and bearings and stuff like that, and this just uses belts to slide the traps in and out. It's like a two-way belt. The belts don't look like they're in great shape, but I could probably order some of those and get new ones of those pretty easily. One thing that I do notice that's different between the Wilsons and the Timptes is this side channel here. Like this channel's here this way, and this channel is taller, but it's not the same. It's like, that's one thing that I noticed it's different. The other thing that I know is that the Timptes have the top set of lights. This Wilson does not have a top set of lights. This one has bullet lights. I do like the bullet lights. This one's got the ones that are sticking out here. Another thing with tires to give me problems. We need to, I need to get a pogo stick for this truck. I do know that. But we do need power for the tarp. So we're gonna try and run the power to the tarp here today, which should be pretty easy. Jake's already got the battery box off. This cable right here is the power deal. We just went and soldered these on. I filmed it, so we'll put that in here in a second. But, well, now. Okay. that up there. Okay, so now you're back here, and so we'll put these gotta get fed through. We'll find a good way to run them so that it's clean. I don't know. You can come into the backside of this box right through there. So I'm wondering if we should go just like basically down through there, feed it through there, and then zip tie it to the frame. Because this is where I'll put the pogo stick. Because I'll put my, I think it had a pogo stick right there at one point. It's kind of tight in there.
Yeah.
I can't see what you can see. Oh, here. Oh, I was just trying to feed you wire, not the dust, but I got both apparently. How close are you getting?
A couple foot.
Okay. So then it's got this side box thing here. Keep her coming. Okay. That's enough length. Hopefully I got a big enough, these are big enough to put on there. Looks like they should be.
Battery, and then auxiliary.
Okay. This is a 100 amp bus fuse to protect whatever can be protected, I guess.
Surge.
There we go. So now, I don't know if I can just, how this works. 1, 2. 3, 4. Ah. Oh, the remote does it. Oh, except for if you close it, it stops.
Close it, it don't stop.
See, it's like, look at this tarp though. Look at it, like, it's like it needs its, the whole thing needs scooted.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it needs to come back.
Because look at the crinkles there.
Yeah.
It's like it needs like that unclamped and like spread out or something like that.
Block bit, washer, nut. One ugga dugga.
Jake's zip tying. We got a zip tie up here too on this. Make sure that don't move. But we're gonna see if this girl will start here. Probably wait until Jake gets out. He'll be just twice as many men, but half of it. Truck runs him over. Not too bad, huh? Oh, don't die. Just idling down. So just finishing up zip tying it here. I'll get a pogo stick. You can see there was a pogo stick right there, but we need to get a pogo stick for this truck. And we're gonna go load it. Put the first load of corn onto it. I don't know if I should drive it down the road and load it, or you can keep it off of the gravel, or if we should just load it here. I'll just put one zip tie right there and we'll call her good. We're gonna go over and grab some corn, put some corn on it. So Put some weight on the girl. See if she'll pull it. I also need to adjust my mirrors. Like, I'd really like them to look up higher. Whoever drove this last must have just sat absolutely on the ground. I'd like to be able to see a little bit better than that. She'll run out. Like I don't even have to put this thing in 10th gear. Like, she'll just go. Looks a little bit different in the tub than the Timpte does. Not much. Oh, it's only got one ratchet strap. They took one of the ratchet straps off. That could be why they took it off, so that when they load, they don't splash. I read about people doing that frequently. So, might have to consider putting another ratchet strap on that. We never take them off. Something that these Wilsons have that Timptes don't is this. I wonder if this is like an inspection tube. Yep. That's what that is. Okay. I answered my own question. I thought that would be like something to hold the power, like the power in the air hoses and glad hands and stuff. But that's your inspection tube. So if you get your trailer inspected, put the tube in that and it holds it with the trailer. That's actually pretty smart. Well, we're loaded. We're not overly loaded. I don't think anyways. See how well this closes up. Closed. So we're ready to haul the first load into town. I'll see you I guess it'll be Monday morning, probably. Well, 10 degrees. Time to see if this truck will start. Everybody's got to figure out everything here. I think we're ready to go. Dogs have got to find their new pecking order here. They have a hard time squeezing past the cup holder there. Just learned that. But you guys ready? Kind of tight lipped this morning.
Well, everyone seems a damn genius lately. TikTok talking, late night TV. There's still so much I have yet to know. Get dressed up just to go downtown in some ego-filled late night crowd. It seems to be where I feel most alone. I like to get lost on some old back road, find a shade tree and a honey hole, and talk to my grandpa again. I see God in everything, trees and pain and nights in the spring. So why do I still long for a home? I like to lay in a field on a cozy blanket and feel the fear of never waking, to know the true warmth of the sun.
Time to see if my RFID chip card is going to work or not. Tarp is opening. Bandit is struggling. So when you are we open? We're open. So at this Cargill here in Eddyville, which I've learned is the second biggest asset for Cargill. So that means that this is like the second biggest Cargill plant. Is that when you show up, the last truck turns its blinkers on. So like this Two Rivers, he should have his four ways on. And that's how here they identify who's the last in line. And down here's my RFID chip. That will scan and say who I am, but that's obviously going to be the first time through here with that. So that'll be interesting to figure out. Scan me.
How we doing?
Good. This is should be for Ben Van Rokel. I pulled up on this card. It's the first time using this RFID thing. Did that pull up?
What's the last four numbers of your badge?
5395.
And did you say this for Ben or Scott?
Ben Van Rokel.
And you are good to go?
Awesome. All right. Good to know that RFID tag works.
So we're all good.
So that's the inbound inspection, which is where they grade your corn. This Cargill, I think they charge you, I can't remember, it's either 5, 10, or 15 bucks. I can't remember off the top of my head. But you do get charged to be inspected here. That board tells you what your stuff graded. Make sure that you're put in the computer correctly, so you get paid. And then it also determines what dump you're going to. So there used to be 3 pits here, and then one of the pits had 2 dumps on it, if that makes sense, or one of the drags had 2 pits on it. So then they got rid of one of the pits when they redid all this inbound stuff, which is a lot nicer now than it used to be. Significantly nicer than it used to be. And then, so now there's only 2 pits, the east pit and the west pit for dumps. We're a little bit juicy this morning at 84,000. Usually I can be pretty on the money, but this being a new trailer, I don't know what the scale should read. Also, the weight exempt, there's a weight exemption going on, so once that's off, I need to get on the DOT website, and I'm going to register this truck to be able to run the extra 10%, 12% or something like that. I'll be able to run 88,000 or whatever, a legally all year long. Even if I don't haul that really lowers my risk of a ticket. This guy's going to the west dump too. Once again, use your turn signals to tell people where you're going. So he's got his right-hand turn signal on. Means he's going to the west dump. People with their left-hand turn signals on are going to the west or the east dump. You can either move east to west too, which is, I haven't figured that one out, how you're supposed to do that here. It's like, I feel like you should have your hazards on or something like that, because then realistically, that move east to west means that you can go to either pit. Well, you really don't know when to choose which pit to go to until you get to about this Y. None of that made sense, I guarantee it, but we'll roll with it. Now we wait on the truck in front of us to dump, and then this arm to go up. And then we get a dump. So I'm back to being a peasant using a hand crank. Life's hard. Alright. Brakes, air suspension, deflated. I like how it beeps at me because I never forget about that on another truck. Gotta admit, those strap tarps open very, very, very easily. Not quite as easy as pushing a button to open, but very easily. See how much this truck weighs together. And like for reference, the Peterbilt and its combo, it's like 24.5. Like I don't know if you get much lighter than 24.5. And the Volvo and Barney Freightliner, they're like 27, so that's 3,000 pounds. It's basically 50 bushels that you can haul, more, 50 bushels. So, tarp is closed. Let's go scale out. 26,650, so with a half a tank of fuel. All right, let's go get fuel. So I got a pogo stick, which is that thing right there.
And they're like that. Might get rich.
There you go. That's a little bit better, I think. I don't know, but as long as that doesn't rub or something like that, we'll find out. Well, we're gonna park it. We have a snowstorm coming tonight, which for you that are in Louisville maybe, or headed to Louisville, Andrew and I were planning on trying to make the Louisville, but with he's got cows, and I've got snow removal responsibilities too. With 10 inches of snow, we decided we ought to not take off. Otherwise, we'd be in Louisville. But I wanted to go over. I've hauled 3 loads with the truck now, and I've hauled 4, but I filled up after the first load, and so we can kind of see what it's costing to haul. From right here, it's a 40-mile haul. $339, $57, $58 per trip to go to Cargill. But the caveat on that was last night when we went, and this afternoon trip, we had to sit there for an hour or better trying to get through. So that burns a minuscule amount of fuel. We're hauling 1,000 bushels divided by 58 divided by 1,000 bushels, which is, I think it's 5.8 cents. No, yeah, 5.8 cents. So it's costing me 6 cents a bushel in diesel fuel right now to deliver to Cargill. So that's what she's costing. Hopefully we got a good rig. Time will tell. So see you guys maybe in a snow removal video if it finally snows. February 11th today. It might be the first time it snows on us tonight. Measurably. Adios.